3 things that you should never do in front of employees, especially when you just join the business. Hi, I'm Angad. I'm third generation in my family business, working in the business more than 17 years, more than 400 plus team members. And after mentoring so many next gen in the family business, I know exactly where you're stuck. Your family business deserves a leader who's prepared, who's powerful, and who's respected. And that starts right here. Hi guys, this is episode 2 of Diary of a Successor, and today we will talk about 3 things that you should never do in front of employees, especially when you just join the business. And the first point is never correct your father publicly. A lot of times what happens is the next generation, the son or the daughter, they want to show themselves as intelligent, well qualified, well read, well studied, हीरो बनना चाहते हैं और मीटिंग्स के अंदर अपने फादर को करेक्ट करते हैं या अपनी क्रेडिबिलिटी बनाने के लिए करते हैं. नेवर डू दैट. आपको कुछ अगर पॉइंट है या आपको कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है जो आपके फादर करेक्ट कर सकते हैं या गलत कर रहे हैं, do it after the meeting. Post the meeting, make a note of it, or maybe write a note on your message, on your notes app in your phone. Meet him after the discussion and share with him, hey dad, this is what I think could have been done differently. And chances are your father already knows of that, and maybe he is deliberately doing something off to test at times. So this is also, you will learn the tricks of the trade once you start learning the trade and being in the trade and experiencing the trade. Point number 2, never befriend the employees too soon. Just to become friends with the employees. I have seen the son or the daughter show up at certain employee get-togethers, employee parties, go out drinking with them, go out on cigarette breaks with them, have a coffee with them. Don't. Take it easy. Abhi, just get to know them. Keep that employee-employer relation intact. So there is this invisible wall that always will be there. So don't get too friendly too soon. Also guys, as you're aware, I am the only family business mentor in the country who's actually working in the family business. While I do this because I don't want you to make the mistakes that I made, and I just love sharing my experiences here. And if you would like to know what I do in the 12-week projects program, this is for you. So we have a robust 12-week projects program, which is partially online, partially in person. So if you're in Delhi NCR, we are located in the Golf Course Road, and you are most welcome to show up here and attend this in person. And in case you are not in around NCR, we do this also online Zoom sessions, and which is every week. And every week we have this continuous 12-week program, and end of the week you graduate as the projects program graduate from Family Managed Business Academy. And this is purely coming from the place of contribution to you, contribution to your business, and making you a strong foundation for the next 20 to 30 years of your life. Because I'm sure most of you haven't thought about it, but your family business, if you choose to join it, is your last job. So on that note, I look forward to seeing you in person someday. Happy learning. And point number 3, never show disinterest at work. So when you're at work, show your dedication, show your interest, show your punctuality. Employees are always observing silently, and especially if you are the owner's son, they are observing even more sharply. कितने बजे आ रहा है, कितने बजे जा रहा है, क्या कर रहा है, कितने बजे lunch करता है. All your activity is being monitored by the employees. So be at your best behavior as an employer, not as an employee, and slowly dwell in the role of the boss's son. A lot of times what I also advise in my consultation calls is कि अगर आपने नया business join किया है, give 3 months to every function of the business. So for example, 3 months sit in the HR, deal with the HR team. For 3 months sit in the purchase supply chain team. For 3 months sit in operations team. 3 months sit in finance team. And in a year, you will have covered so much. Another mistake that next generation makes is they show up randomly every day and try to do too much too soon, which I will talk about in the coming episodes. So thanks for watching this, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye.